In a world where every credit card issuer seems like they're dropping a premium credit card, Navy Federal might just be dropping a more premium credit card than they already offer. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, this might be a solid move for them. I'm gonna keep it real with you. This card is trash. It's not trash, but it's trash. What is up, team? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeIncTeam, back with another video. And today, we're going to be talking about a survey that I received from Navy Federal, talking about a future card that they plan on bringing to the table. Not just any card, but another flagship card that's going to be better than their current flagship card. And you know over here at SledgeInc, we get straight to business. So let's get to it. First things first, I'm not going to run down this entire survey to y'all. I just pulled a little bit of the information so I can show it to y'all, and we go down it line by line. Some of the information that I pulled was the multipliers, the APR of the cards, the benefits, and the annual fee. Now, it's going to be more information than that, but that's just some of the key information that I pulled from the survey that I want to go over with you guys. But first, I want to get into the optional names for this card. Now, I really didn't like any of these names, but I'm going to tell you in a second which one I actually went with. So let's go over to the name. Okay. The reason I didn't like the names of these cards, not that they're bad names, the reason that I didn't like any of the names for this card is because these are the names that they chose were names of cards that already exist, right? And they just put flagship in front of it. So first, we have the flagship Explorer card, which is in the likes of the United Explorer card. We have the flagship Preferred. Everybody uses that. Chase uses it. Citi uses it. Chase uses it. We have the flagship Premier. Guess who uses that? Citi uses that. We have the Strata Premier. And going back to the flagship Preferred, we have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And there are other preferred cards. And last but not least, we have the flagship Select. So we have the flagship Explorer, flagship Preferred, the flagship Premier, and then the flagship Select. I went ahead and picked the flagship Explorer. Reason being, because when we talk about the Navy Federal, I'm thinking Navy, I'm thinking a ship, I'm thinking about Explorer. So I think that the flagship Explorer is probably the best name. So that's what I chose for the survey. Now, you guys might be thinking something different, but yeah, I chose the flagship Explorer for the survey. And I'm hoping that they go with that name. But to be totally honest with you, the naming options really don't matter. What matter is the meat and potatoes of the card, and that's the multipliers, the benefits, the APR, and etc. But before we get into that, I want to go into the current Navy Federal flagship card and look at and go ahead and review the multipliers, APR, benefits, etc. So let's go over to that card. All right. Right now, the interest rate on the current iteration of the Navy Federal flagship card is 15.49% to 18%, which is great. In a year in time when credit card issuers are offering APRs in the 30%, 15.49 to 18% is phenomenal, right? It's phenomenal. Now let's skip the fees and move over to the rewards. The current flagship card gives you 3 points per dollar on travel. And travel is a wide range of things, right? a wide range of these. It's a wide category. Then they give you 2 points per dollar on all other purchases. So the flagship card, it's a pretty good card, man. You're not getting 1% on anything. You're not getting 1% on anything. You're getting 3x on travel and then 2x on everything else. So you can actually use this as a catch-all card. So because you're either going to get 2 or 3x on everything. You get TSA pre-check, a global entry. Every travel card should offer that, but yeah, they offer it. It says down here, no rewards limits, and the rewards do not expire. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome. Every credit card issuer should have that. You earn these points should be yours. As far as the fees, what we really want to look at here is the $49 annual fee. One thing that they left off of here, which is very important, I don't know why they left it off of here, is that with the flagship card, it used to be with the sign-up bonus, they pay for Amazon Prime. Now, that's just part of the card now. That's just part of the card. If you have the NavyFederal flagship card and you set it as your primary payment for Amazon Prime, it will pay for that year after year. In 2025, when my Prime membership comes up, this is going to be I believe this is going to be my 4th year that the flagship card has paid for my Amazon Prime membership. It could be 3 years. It's either 3 or 4 years. I believe it's 4. All right. Then there's no fees. No balance transfer fee, no foreign transaction fee, no cash action fee. Cash action, no cash advance fee. And yeah, every card should offer something like that, but the flagship card does. Now, before we move on to the Big Daddy, and when I say the Big Daddy, I mean, of course, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it the Flagship Explorer. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and call it the Flagship Explorer because that's the name that I picked. Before we move on, I want to know if any of you guys are members of the NavyFederal Credit Union, and do you already have the NavyFederal Flagship Card? Put that down in the comment section, and we're gonna go ahead and move on over to the final section of this video, and that is the Flagship Explorer card. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep calling the Flagship Explorer card, y'all. Real quick, if you want to support the channel, consider joining the membership. It's only $2.99 or $4.99, depending on which tier you pick. You get custom emojis, members-only videos, and discounts on the official SledgeIncTeam merch. Join the team. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real, man. If this card turns out like this, there's only one thing that I don't like about it compared to the current flagship card. APR, the same thing, 15.24% to 18%. Which, like I say, we want to pay our bills off, our credit card bills off monthly. But I do understand that life happens, right? And sometimes it can't happen. Sometimes you might need to leave a balance on a credit card. And when you have a card that's only offering up to an 18% APR, that's a lot better than putting something on a card and paying month after month an APR of 25 plus to 30, you know what I'm saying? 30%. So I'm always going to point that out. That's always going to be good. Of course, like I said, we want to pay them off. There's such thing as 0% APR cards. But right now, we're talking about this Flagship Explorer. You get 4 points per dollar on travel, which includes airlines, hotels, rental cars, transit, cruises, pretty much anything travel. It encompasses everything travel. 3 points per dollar on dining. 3 points per dollar on dining, which is solid, right? That's solid. If you had the current iteration of the flagship card, you're getting 2x on dining because it's 3x on travel and 2x on everything else. So dining would be in there, everything else. Then you get 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. This is where I say that multiplier is trash. It's not just trash. It's trash, trash, trash. And the reason that I say that is because if you have a $49 annual fee flagship card that you have right now, and that card is giving you 2x on everything, How do you have a card that has a higher annual fee that has a bottom floor of 1x? NavyFederal need to get that together, and I definitely put that in the survey. But to move on with this card, if it stays like this, and I believe that it is because they emphasize this one specific benefit in that survey. They put it in the survey a few times, and that is you're going to receive we're going to receive up to $100 in travel statement credits every year, just like the PenFed Pathfinder card. The difference with the PenFed Pathfinder card is, though, if you have an Honors Advantage checking account with PenFed, which that's just the name of their checking account, the annual fee is waived. That $95 annual fee is waived. Whereas here, when we go get down to the annual fee, you still have to pay the annual fee on this card year after year. Let's move down. You're going to receive a credit up to $120 on TSA pre-check global entry, just like with the other flagship card, and like every other travel card, right? Like every travel card gives you global entry TSA pre-check. You get Gig Sky International Data Plan, 3 gigs for 15 days. So basically, what happens is when you travel internationally, because the U.S. Bank Altitude Connect also offers this. When you travel internationally, you can get a Gig Sky SIM card, and you can get up to 3 gigs on that card for 15 days. The U.S. Bank Altitude Connect plan is a little bit different. You can get more than the 3 gigs, and you can get it for longer. But getting 3 gigs for 15 days for free, essentially, you are paying an annual fee for this card, but essentially for free is still a good option. Okay, say points easily redeemable for cash, statement credits, gift cards, or merchandise. Now, here's another thing about NavyFederal. Those points are worth 1 cent. Those points are worth 1 cent. There's no way of getting around it. The most you're going to get out of these points is 1 cent. Like that is the most you're going to get out of NavyFederal points. They are 1 cent per point. It don't matter how you redeem them. If you redeem them for travel, if you redeem them for cashback, statement credit, they are worth 1 cent. You have no rewards limits, no rewards expiration, worldwide automatic travel accident insurance, and that's because this is a Visa signature card. Travel and emergency assistance, collision damage waiver. All of that is because this is a Visa signature card, and I'm not about to go into all of Visa signature benefits. You get Visa signature luxury hotels and the likes. You get everything that comes with a Visa signature card when you talk about this card. But the $49 annual fee flagship card also gives you those same benefits because it's also a Visa signature card. I can't lie to y'all. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, maybe the $49 annual fee flagship card is still the better card. It can still be the better card, y'all. Now, let's go down to the fees. $95 annual fee, no balance transfer fee, no foreign transaction fee, no cash advance fee, essentially no fees with this card. Now, if you go back and look at it, I think the big difference here is that 1x versus the 2x. Now, if you are a person who has a single card setup and you dine out a lot, you're going to book hotels with your cards, you're getting 1x more on dining and travel, right? So that could be a benefit for you. If you're somebody who has multiple cards, or someone who doesn't dine out a lot, say you're only using this card, right? Well, I gotta make it fair. If you're getting 2x on everything, is the current iteration of the NavyFederal flagship card still better than what they offered in the survey?